Well, hello, all of our listeners, and welcome back to another episode of Books and Bullshit, where the topics are made up and your opinions don't matter. Way to be graceful, Levi.
Where are you going?
Jesus, you're like Helen Keller in a china shop. Get up here.
Wow.
I'm still nauseous from Ty's ass. Come on. There we go. Don't mind us, everybody. We just have a couple of big dogs in here. Martini, like big black Mike in your face?
I mean, he's a good guy.
So, Zachary Jobchinski here, the Bowtie author. With here, as always, with me is Martina McAtee, the Queen of Snark and Dark. Martina, what's up?
The ceiling.
All right, listen here, shitty dad jokes.
Oh, you don't like me stomping on your turf?
All right, so back by popular demand, we've got an oldie but a goodie episode for y'all today. Martina, what are we doing?
Oh, we're going to talk about our favorite topic, which is men writing women.
Badly.
Which is, as I like to call it, is men writing women.
Wow.
Fight me. I did not say that biohazard, like...
Hey, man. Chemical warfare. You said fight you. Gauntlet thrown. I will do it.
We've got some good ones coming at you today.
All right, so how's it going to work, Martina? Same as always, you're going to make me read them and then comment?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, then. Bring up the feed, give me the phone, and let's rock and roll.
All right, so the nice thing about this Twitter feed is that she gives you a little intro to each one, and then you can kind of just click on the box to get to the actual part of it. For this one, since it's so long, you might want to start with, like, this part of it. But I'll let you decide.
All right, so again, this is from a great Twitter feed called Men Write Women.
Yeah, you should totally subscribe to it.
Now, the intro to this says, I promise you this is not what someone who was drugged and then date raped would be thinking. What the actual fuck? Oh. This is from The Fifth House of Heart by Ben Tripp. Well,
She was apparently fucked by a large Russian.
He had done more than violate her. He had made her want it. She remembered begging him to defile her, but it wasn't desire she felt then, only fear. He had taken her, teasing unwilling orgasms. Wait. He had taken her, teasing... Yeah. He had taken her. Damn it. Can you tell me if you ever get big and famous with this thing, you have to have Christopher Walken read one of them.
Okay, sure. I'm sure that's really right up his alley.
He had taken her, teasing unwilling orgasms. I'm sorry, but that is just such a fucked up phrase to say out loud. Teasing unwilling orgasms from her like a magician with a volunteer from the audience. An endless supply of climaxes. From here, from there, from everywhere. RK called down at Dr. Seuss.
Okay, right. Like, a guy who has a willing partner can't get one orgasm out of a fucking woman, but this dude's a goddamn orgasm magician with his unwilling sex partners. Sure.
He raped her in the car. He raped her near and far. He raped her here and there. He raped her everywhere. Like, this is fucked up. Anyway. From anywhere he chose, until Nilu was weeping with exhaustion and the pleasure he turned to agony. Wave upon wave of profound sexual release. Wow. Electric spasms crashing down from her until it was the same as drowning. It came from outside her and rushed into her. It was terrifying, like snake poison. She felt herself dying, draining away. Her strong dancer's muscles were torn and bruised, cramping from the paroxysms. Paroxysms?
What? Peroxide? What?
Paroxysms. Paroxysms of release that flooded through her body. She was in ruins. He had literally fucked her half to death. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now that this is a man writing it because this dude is laying too good a dick. Rape aside, but this whole like wave after wave of orgasms and agony, and she didn't coming or going. She didn't know. Like,
yeah.
This
okay, no, sure don't. One too many porn.
Yeah, I bet you think women moan uncontrollably when giving head too.
Yeah, we love it. Don't call quality
No
job
woman
for nothing.
has ever willingly said, "Come on my face and hair." I
Let's
was waiting
see.
for Martine to be like, "Well, there was this one time in college."
I wouldn't say that. It's good for the skin.
Getting my hair and you're dead.
This one says, nothing like some casual elevator groping to start off your day. This is by The Burden of Proof by Scott Turow.
Okay, that title already sounds rapey.
I'm going to say...
Loki, the sound effects are not helping this scene right now.
Maybe try at headed down.
Oh, God.
The small text.
Headed down with lunch at hand, the tiny space was jammed. The elevators, naturally, had been stintingly designed, too small for the building's population. There's no need for a comma there, but okay.
Stintily?
Stintingly. Had been stintingly designed, too small for the building's population. Yeah, comma's not necessary, but whatever. In his state of high agitation, crushed against the rear partitions, Stern, his name is Stern.
Of course it is.
Yep. Yeah, Stern. No shit. Took an instant to react when a woman in front of him, a tall brunette in her 30s, I thought that said in her titties.
A tall brunette and her titties.
That wouldn't be the craziest thing we've read.
Nope, sure wouldn't.
Her boobs bounced tittedly.
Vagina purse for the win.
In her 30s, stepped back and made contact. Indeed, that put matters somewhat delicately.
Right.
For she had not merely brushed against him or inadvertently driven her spiked heel into his toes. Rather, this young woman had laid the cleavage of her rear end firmly against his hand. Okay, this is an old white man.
Okay, listen. That is not a thing that happens. Butt cleavage, all grinding up on some dude in the elevator. That does not fucking happen.
Fuck that noise. The fact that he said rear end.
Yeah, oh no, he's definitely an old white man.
Thank you.
Somebody look up Scott Turow. We need a picture.
Layla, you got your phone? Curtains has it. I gotta see this shit. Anyway, rather, this young one, okay. And would the Sandy Stern of a month ago, his name is Sandy Stern.
Jesus Christ. Sandy.
Have politely
Sandy.
pulled away? No question. Today, he remained still. He was certain that she took him for the wall, but at the next stop, the elevator shuttered its cable.
Looks like a rapist.
Oh. Yep.
Oh, God.
Yep. Oh, look at the bottom left picture. That looks like hi, I'm legally bound to tell you I've moved into your neighborhood. His can't go into school 500 yards looking ass. The I'm not allowed to play video games online with children anymore fucking grin.
I've only ever seen women on television.
All right. And did she ease back even farther? So it seemed. And did Stern, as the floors went by, find himself almost involuntarily inclining his hand by the most subtle degree? He did. He did it by 4th floor. His fingers, 2 or 3, were delicately pressed against the parting of her buttocks. Buttocks, Jenny. And the filmy folds of her green dress at the elastic ridges of her undergarments below. By the natural movement of the car, this arrangement provided the most discreet stroking each time the elevator jolted to a halt. From behind, Stern tried to study the young woman. I bet you did.
Yeah, you creep.
Was she one of the casual courthouse acquaintances? Another lawyer having fun in an offbeat fashion? Because this is how women have fun in an offbeat fashion. They just go and get finger fucked in the ass by some dude.
Nobody just, sure. Everybody just wants to get finger banged on an elevator.
He did not recognize her. Her eyes were green.
By a stranger.
Her eyes were green, one cheek blemished. A professional person, he assumed, in an expensive green dress.
How did he know this if his fingers were up her ass?
I don't know.
Was it a mirror? Was there mirror doors?
I don't know. Because he's saying that she's pressed up against him in a crowded elevator, but he can sit there and say that her cheek was blemished and she had green eyes.
Sure.
Your thumbs up her butt.
You got 3 thumbs up her butt.
Yeah, damn it, Layla. I was just gonna say that.
Oh. This one is from Sands of Time by Sidney Sheldon. I'm pretty sure that's #1 New York Times bestselling author, Sidney Sheldon. And our friend running this says, please call CPS if you ever hear a father call his daughter my little virgin.
Well,
Here you go.
I mean, is it a book about T.I.? You checking hymens there, buddy? Okay, so, wait. Okay, here we go. If her face fell short of being beautiful, her body more than made up for it. At 15,
This is him talking about his daughter.
Lucia had the body of a woman with round, firm breasts, a narrow waist, and hips that moved with sensuous promise. We're going to have to marry you off early, her father would tease her. Soon you will drive the young men pazzo, my little version. I want to marry someone like you, Papa, but there is no one like you. I feel like this book then
It's
goes
like
into
weird
like daddy
wish
daughter.
fulfillment. Yeah.
Some cruel
Yeah.
intention shit here.
Dude, what the fuck are you into in your fucking spare time?
You
Is this a girl?
no.
Is the author a girl?
Nope. Old white man.
Oh God, no.
Sidney Sheldon is very, very famous.
Sadly. If only they were famous for shit like this. Rather
Right.
infamous, I think I'm wanting.
You think you're wanting?
I think I'm wanting. I want to flip your lip, but I can't reach it.
Please tell people you're talking about the dog and not Martina.
Is it awkward that I'm reaching for her lap while I'm saying it?
Whoa. Okay, now you just took this to a
Levi, come closer.
real creepy level.
So this one is, oh God, no, not Lev Grossman. This is from The Magician King.
I'm sorry, but the last name speaks it all.
Well, he wrote The Magicians. It's such a good show.
All right. So Les Nessman or whatever his name was says...
Lev Nessman. He sounds like he sells used cars. Unlike Lev Grossman, who is an award-winning author.
It was that cold water out there in the bay. Scary. You didn't think you could stand it, but when you plunged in and pretty soon you got used to it. There was enough hiding in life. Sometimes you just wanted to show somebody your tits.
What?
No, I've
Nope.
never had that moment.
What the fuck?
That is wish fulfillment. That some
Sometimes-
girl with hard nipples just, I gotta just show you my titties and do a little titty dance. Titty dance. This is the shit that I live for.
Oh God.
Martina is queuing up the next thing, and sadly, as the resident man in the room, I will say that y'all dudes got to quit writing women like this because these aren't just rare occurrences. I see this shit happen a lot. A lot.
This one's good.
Don't ruin it. Who wrote this?
It doesn't say.
Okay, so this one's an anonymous book. Okay, all it says is, no, Craig, I want a big, dumb, fake answer. Noelle rolls her eyes. I think her breasts roll in sync with them. Girls' breasts are so amazing. That's not how this works.
If my
Craig.
boobs rolled every time my eyes rolled, I would never get any work done.
My titties look like they're dancing to Thriller all damn
I would
day.
be dizzy. Like,
I'd have way more black eyes.
exactly. Did you say black guys?
Sorry, wishful thinking.
Yeah, that was my wish fulfillment.
But it's sad. I mean, it's just the same thing with sex scenes and stuff. You can always tell when a dude writes them. My left ball hurts.
Ugh, this is Serpent by Clive Cussler. My dad used to read Clive Cussler. His main character's name is Dirk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've talked about him.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
writes like these uber masculine, like make James Bond look like a virgin type ridiculous books.
His name is Dirk Steak Whiskey.
It's exactly. All right. And this just says it's from him. So I'm just going to hand it over. I don't know what it says. I'm just going to let you read.
All right. She slipped out of an oversized t-shirt. The floral bikini she wore underneath revealed a strong, long-legged body, nearly 6 feet tall. Her legs went all the way
Way
to
to the top.
Nina inherited her first name, her golden hair, her slightly roundish face, and a peasant stamina that could put male counterparts to shame from her great-grandmother. A sturdy farm worker who found...
What?
You know that
You banged your grandma too?
Did you just describe a woman as sturdy?
She comes from good peasant stock. Good wide birthing hips too.
Right? Like, oh, okay, hang on. A sturdy farm worker. Quit
A
rapping.
face like a potato.
the title of this episode? Potato face.
Let me read this. All right.
Oh, your dog just gassed me.
Shut up. Okay, damn it. Okay, from a sturdy farm worker who found true love in a Ukrainian cotton field with a Tsarist soldier. From Nina's Georgian mother came the bold, almost Asian eyes of Stormy Gray, high, haughty cheekbones, and a lush mouth. But what the fuck? By the time her family immigrated to the United States, the genetic airbrush that slimmed the Kira female silhouette, narrowing thick... What? Hang on. By the time the family emigrated to the United States, the genetic airbrush had slimmed the Kira female silhouette, a narrowing thick waists and wide hips, leaving a pleasing width and a healthy bust line. What are you fucking selling them on Day Trader? Jesus Christ.
Told you that their wide birthing hips were going to come in there somewhere because she's from good peasant stock.
So, Stuart Woods, is that who you were talking about? Who's I just reading?
Oh, Stuart Woods is the vagina purse.
Oh, okay.
Things you never thought you'd say.
What was this guy's name again?
That one was...
Old white guy McGee?
Cussler, Clive Cussler.
Old white guy?
Yeah, old white guy. I'm assuming he's an old white guy. I've never seen him.
It's going to be a Middle Eastern gentleman. Levi has Cheez-It crumbs on him. Sorry for the dead air. Martina's trying to find us
I'm sorry.
one of these. You were supposed to have these ready.
Fuck
He
you!
looks like he's like an old pedophile.
Oh,
God.
yeah. Oh, God. He
Let me
looks
see.
like Hugh Hefner's like little brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now, this is a
That
modern...
was taken in Vegas. I guarantee it.
This is
He's wearing a white fucking jacket.
This is a modern picture, and he's wearing... All right, here's the deal. He's wearing a white tuxedo jacket, a butterfly collar, and he is smoking a cigar in a wine room. Everything about this gentleman reeks of trash that's trying to pretty itself up. He also looks like that uncle.
And that
you're
comes
not
from
allowed to
Men
be
Writing
around.
Men.
Does he look like a peasant with wide birthing hips?
He looks like that uncle that you're not allowed to be in a room alone with.
He does.
He does. 100%.
Yeah.
All right. This next one is from God Save the Child by Robert B. Parker. Another very famous author.
Damn, you famous authors need to learn how to fucking write.
Word.
All right. Nope.
I mean, I guess you can write it.
Well, it's true. She was probably older than she looked and not as heavy. Wow. Her legs were very slim. The kind woman admire and men... Wait a minute.
The kind women
Admire and men don't. They made her plumpish upper body look heavier. Her face had a bland, spoiled, pretty look, carefully made up with eyeshadow and pancake makeup and false eyelashes. She looked as though if she cried, she'd erode. Her hair, freshly blonde, was cut close around her face. Gammon-like. I bet her
Gammon-like.
Gammon-like? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I bet her hairdresser said. Mia Farrow, I bet she said. She was wearing a paisley caftan slit up the side.
Who the fuck wears a paisley caftan?
No.
Women from the 70s?
Definitely can't think
I don't know what that is.
Paisley is
like
those little
this
weird spermy
swell.
prints with like all the little...
It looks like this. And it's like got stuff around the inside.
Okay.
They look like amoebas.
Here, I'll pull it
But
up.
what's a caftan?
A caftan is basically like a muumuu. You know, like the real long nightgowns.
This character doesn't sound very pleasant. And you described her as thusly.
I mean, if this book didn't take place in like 1970, it sounds ridiculous.
I just...
This is Paisley.
Oh, yeah, it's like a bandana style.
Sure.
You can go with that. It's on, a lot of women like it. It's on purses and...
Yeah, who's that chick that makes those ugly-ass purses that Birth Giver liked?
Oh, Vera Bradley.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Vera
Those are some
Bradley.
ugly-ass purses.
They really are. Oh, this
They're
is
all Paisley.
this is from The Witcher.
Oh, that's a very famous book.
Yeah, that was the one that Henry Cavill was reading.
Yeah.
It was really nice. I can't pronounce the author's name, but you'll be able to because he's clearly Polish.
All right, let's see if we... Oh, actually, I know about The Witcher because he basically steeps a lot of his stuff in Polish lore and fairy tales.
Okay.
The Witcher... Oh, that's Sapowski. That's not difficult.
It's the first name.
Andre?
Is that what that says?
I've seen that pronounced as Andre, yes.
There's like 8 vowels in there.
Yep, that's, well, consonants
Consonants.
specifically.
Sorry.
She yielded to his touch and the pleasure it brought. She turned her head away. No.
Thank you for the dramatic reenactment.
But decided that it was aggravatedly modest and fraudulently prudish. She did...
What?
Prudish, not prudish.
Like, is that like Kurdish?
Wow.
Prudish. She didn't want to be a goody-goody being seduced. She looked him straight in the eye and said, "Fuck me."
Please tell me it says that.
Does it
No.
really say that?
No.
I don't think there's anything more terrifying to a man than a woman who just locks eyes with him and it's just like, "Fuck me." Like, what the fuck? I changed my mind. I'm tapping out. I gotta go.
What's this pressure in my ass? Oh, she looked him straight in the eyes, but that seemed too bold and provocative. She didn't want to be like that either. She simply closed her eyes, hugged him around the neck, and helped him with the buttons because he was having difficulty with them and wasting time.
Wait. She hugged him around the neck and unbuttoned her shirt?
Ow.
Her titties, obviously. She
She
didn't want of these. She was just like, and they.
One of these days we should
That's what we should do, is you and Zachary enacting these.
Can we start with the 3 thumbs scene? Okay, help him out the buttons. Okay.
Okay, but then my hand's gonna have to come in there at some point.
Martina, I'm going to need to phone a friend here. The touch of the fingers was joined by the touch of lips. My deaf dog doesn't like this either. She was close to forgetting about the
terrible, I
entire
know.
world when hot spurn suddenly froze stiff.
Wait, hot what? Hot sperm?
Spurn. When
Wait, hot sperm?
HOTSPURN.
Hot spurn?
What does that mean?
That's his
That's
name.
the name. That's the dude's name.
I was like, what is that?
Suddenly froze stiff.
I thought he said hot sperm. So I was like, how cold is that room? He came already?
She was close to forgetting about the entire world when hot spurn suddenly froze stiff. He claimed he had a leg cramp. No.
Your version's way better.
For a while, she lay patiently, remembering that he was wounded and the wound must be bothering him. But it went a little too long. His saliva was cooling on her nipples.
Gross.
That
Maybe
is an
he should
awkward
stop fucking drooling.
I think.
It's a dog.
Yeah, hot sperm is her pet schnauzer.
No, it's a wiener dog. Oh my god. I bet if we went to the next paragraph, it turns out he did come.
Yeah, exactly. She was like, "I'm waiting," and he's like,
I'm there.
I promise. Next time we'll get you too."
I gave you a little of the 68 you did me, and I owe you one. Oh my god, these are so shittily written.
I know.
Shittily is not a word.
Shittily is a word. Shittily is actually a verb that
Shittily
I use a
skink.
lot. Shittily.
I know, and it's not a word.
It's funny because some of the guys that I work with actually know me by that word. Like when Lee reads my books, it's like because he reads like 3-4 books at a time.
You don't write the word shittily in your books.
I've used the word shittily because he
Well,
specifically
then I missed it because
and bullshitted.
This one is the Illerth War. By Illerth. Illearth.
It sounds like
Ilrith?
it sounds like that Missy Elliott song
Ilrith?
when she's like,
Smack it down, flip it in reverse.
"It's your it's a flame yet, come on, it's your flame yet." Come on.
Exactly. By Stephen R. Donaldson. And she says, trigger warning, the woman is the guy's adult daughter, conceived by rape.
oh,
Here you
There's
go.
a lot in that to unpack. That's what she said.
at least the daughter's an adult.
Yeah, hey. She's one step above that other bitch.
Right.
He adores you, Thomas Covenant, and yet without him as my father, I would also abhor. Sorry, guys, my dog is having an idiot spasm. All right, hang on. Okay.
Let's go do some yoga.
He abhors you, Thomas Covenant, and yet without him as my father, I would also abhor you.
Abhor.
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 Babar?
Why are you like this?
No. Because I feel like without my humor, these would be even worse. All right.
Everybody's abhorring all over the place.
Are you through? Covenant grated through the clench of his teeth. How much more do you think I can stand? She did not answer aloud. Instead, she turned toward him. Tears streaked down her cheeks. She was silhouetted against the darkening vista of dwarven-sounding city.
Dwarves. It's 2 pages, by the way. You have to swipe.
Ah,
when you get
shit. As she stepped up to him, slipped her arms around his neck, and kissed him.
Did she try to take his shirt off?
He gasped, and her breath was snatched into his lungs. Bitch, brush your teeth, he said. He was stunned. A black mist filled his sight as her lips caressed his. Well, he's breathing carbon dioxide. That's
What's
going to
happening in this scene? I'm so confused.
Then, for a moment, he lost control. He repulsed her as if her breath carried infection. Crying, "Bastard!" he swung, backhanded her face with all his force. The blow staggered her. Oh, changed the orientation of the thing. Okay.
I'm so confused about what's happening here. Is this like hate fucking? Like, I don't
Well,
understand what's
basically,
happening.
she could just laid one on her dad. Her dad, like, leaned into it and then realized what he was doing and stepped back and backhanded her.
Oh, gross.
He pounced after her. His fingers clawed at her blanket, tore it from her shoulders. But his violence did not daunt her. She kept her balance. It did not flinch or recoil. She made no effort to cover herself. With her head high,
It's all her fault.
she held herself erect and calm, naked. She stood before him as she were invulnerable. It was Covenant who flinched. He quailed away from her as if she appalled him. "Haven't I committed enough crimes?" he panted hoarsely. "Aren't you satisfied?" Wait. Her answer seemed to spring clean and clear out of the strange otherness of her gaze. "You cannot ravish me, Thomas Covenant. There is no crime here. I am willing. I have chosen you." It's your dad. Just so we're clear here. "Don't," he groaned. "Don't say that." He flung his arms around his chest as if to conceal a hole in his armor. I thought he was going to say as if to conceal his erection.
How big is his dick? That he can cross his arms over his chest and cover his dick.
Hey,
no wonder she can't get enough.
Fuck, they're sitting there fucking. He's tickling her tonsils. God damn.
You really could ring her doorbell.
He's ringing her bell all right. You're just trying to give me gifts again. You're trying to bribe me. No, I have chosen you. I wish to share life with you.
You're trying to give me gifts again.
Don't, he repeated. You don't know what you're doing. Don't you understand how desperately I... But he couldn't say the words, need you. He choked on them. He wanted her. Wanted what she offered him more than anything, but he could not say it. A passion more fundamental than desire restrained him. She made no move toward him, but her voice reached out. How can my love harm you? Hellfire! In frustration, he spread his arms wide like a man bearing an ugly secret.
Is that what men who have ugly secrets do?
I'm a leper. Don't you see that? But he knew immediately that she did not see.
That.
Could not see because she lacked the knowledge or the bitterness of
of an old white man.
This guy's also trying to over-litericize it. Like his sentences are long and blocky.
It's alarming how many men write books with daughters fucking their
dads. Mm-hmm.
Like, that's very concerning to me. Like, very concerning to me.
That's the same thing with, like, now it's funny because they make fun of it on TikTok. But the whole, like, stepsister, stepbrother thing.
Yeah, but they're at least not related.
True.
Like, that's... If their parents hadn't gotten married, it would be totally fine.
True.
But this is literally, like, one, that's your daughter. Like, that person is, if not underage, they're significantly younger than you. And then it's you made that person. It's your daughter. Like, there's an issue with that.
Well, and if you made that person, then isn't sex with your daughter just masturbation?
No.
Stop that.
That's not how that works?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Don't make me get a restraining order.
Don't make me get a restraining order.
This one, I almost don't want it to be bad because the name of the book and the name of the author are just so amazing. The book is called Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? And the name of the author is Philip K. Dick.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Enjoy this.
I don't even care what it says.
But maybe she doesn't know how to cook, he thought suddenly. Okay, I can do it. I'll fix dinner for both of us, and I'll show her how so she can do it in the future if she wants. She'll probably want to, once I show her how. As near as I can make out, most women, even young ones like her, like to cook. It's an instinct.
Oh, you can suck a dick, bro. Philip K. Dick.
K, dick.
Exactly. As in, okay, you dick. Fucking asshole.
Wow. That took a lot of balls and stupidity to put that shit out there like that.
Yep, just right out there. There it
Yeah.
is.
Just,
Like some of the things you say. A lot of stupidity.
I don't say stupid things. Necessarily.
My
That's how we're
dog is
feeling. That's how we're feeling dead air. Just. Oh.
Hey, look, this is not easy. Men writing women pondering their own bodies equals never not comedy gold.
Women don't ponder their own bodies.
I wonder if this is one we've already read before.
God damn it, she said, slinking down in the chair. She lit a cigarette and sat smoking for a time. Maybe she could wear it like a regular bra. She slipped off her blouse and skirt and tried the dress on, but the straps of the bra showed, and so did the upper part of each cup. So that would not do. Or maybe, she thought, she could go with no bra at all. It had been years since she had tried that. It recalled to her the old days in high school when she had a very small bust. She had even worried about it then. For now, further maturity and her judo had made her a size 38.
Judo? Judo had made her a size 38?
It says
That's not how
judo.
that works.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
Made her size 38. However, she tried it without a bra, standing on a chair in the bathroom to view herself in the medicine cabinet mirror. How big are her titties? She had to stand on the fucking chair to see them.
Not only that, 38 is just the band size. It has nothing to do with the size of your boobs. That's the cup size.
It's the size of your rib cage.
I know. That's a man describing boobs, having no idea what the hell a boob looks like.
I know, but it's just funny
You
to
can
me.
have a 38 and have an A.
Yeah.
Like,
Just got a wide ass rib cage.
right.
That was it.
That was it. Just disappointing, not knowing how boobs work. He doesn't know the math behind the over-the-shoulder boulder holder.
Weak.
His titty game is
Big time.
big time titty game.
Well, lacking. Big
More about that big titty energy. Is that like the female version of big dick energy?
No.
Big V energy?
No, definitely not. When women have big boobs, we try to hide them because they're uncomfortable and painful and...
This guy submitted it with the comment, "What the hell is this?" from, in quotes, novelist Norman Lebrecht's new, quotes, book. It appears not to be intended satirically. The fact that he put novelist and book in quotes makes me really happy.
Don't read it. Give it to me. God.
I was trying to make sure it was funny.
I got this. I'll make it funny.
Okay.
Down the page, Schoenberg, woof. By the turn of the century, is going way off what audiences expect to hear. He has a stroke of luck, a chance meeting with the loveliest girl in Vienna. Zemlinsky had been living...
La Vida Loca.
Zemlinsky had been giving lessons to Alma Schindler, a nubile late teenager with a taste for talent.
I hate the word nubile.
I know, it makes me mad.
She makes out with Alex on the piano stool, stopping just short of consummation, and then dumps him for a man twice her age, the director of the Vienna Opera, Gustav Mahler. Zemlinsky turns rejection into opportunity. When Mahler asks to meet Alma's young friends, he turns up with Schoenberg for coffee. Mahler likes Zemlinsky on sight and promises him a job at the opera. Schoenberg, on the other hand, is shabbily dressed and full of unsound opinions. Voices are raised and Schoenberg storms out. "Don't come back," yells Mahler. 2 weeks later, he says to Alma, "Why don't those young guys come around anymore?"
None of that was funny
Good
or
job
interesting.
making it funny, Zach.
That's why I was trying to read it.
But I don't understand, like, the person that submitted it made the comment, like, he didn't mention women at all. He was
No.
talking about 4 men and a woman,
I
and he was
know.
describing the men.
So apparently men can't write men either. So what we've learned from this is men
Men
should just
can't
stop
write.
writing.
Don't write humans. Write cyborgs fucking sheep or something.
As a reporter, when I go to meet a police source in Edinburgh, I definitely, on my day off, definitely wear a mini skirt, bare legs, and cowboy boots.
Seems legit.
Sure.
Or when I break the heels off my shoes and they become flats.
Flats, exactly.
Yeah, no, that's not how that works.
Wasn't there a weird one about periods one time?
Probably.
Next morning at 11 a.m., Fox had a meeting with Linda Dearborn. There was no resemblance of her brother. She was petite and fizzling with energy, and her outfit would have had church ministers walking into lampposts. The miniskirt was pleated, the bare, tanned legs reaching all the way down.
Her legs reached all the way
It
down.
went all the way to the bottom.
I didn't even make that shit up. That shit's actually in there.
Where the fuck else would her legs have gone? Like, she just floated at the knee. I don't know what happened.
They just went halfway. The rest was just gone.
The rest was just cowboy boots that just walked on their own.
Oh my god. All right. The miniskirt was pleated all the way down to the pale brown cowboy boots. Beneath her suede jacket, wow, this outfit is a hot mess. Beneath her suede jacket, she wore a blouse with the first 4 buttons undone, which means her titties were falling out.
That's a lot of buttons.
No, that's like down to
Yeah.
here.
That's what I'm saying.
That's like bra rocking.
Showing ample bronzed cleavage, just a hint of makeup, and straw blonde shoulder length hair. She had picked the rendezvous, a cafe called Tea Tree Tea on Bread Street.
These fucking Europeans.
There was a bearded guy behind the counter, and she tutted audibly when Fox ordered the coffee.
Tutted?
Tutted. Exactly. Fox had arrived 20 minutes early, giving him time to scan the newspaper. He'd added a cheese scone to his order and settled himself in at the table by the window. The sun outside had some warmth to it, hinting that spring was maybe finally on its way. Linda Dearborn arrived for the meeting 10 minutes early. She smiled as if in recognition. Well, you made the fucking meeting, Linda.
As if in recognition.
Linda? He asked anyway. I hate to say it, she laughed, but you do look like a cop. I think it's the posture or the way your eyes flit around all the time, or the way you hit minorities.
I thought that was actually in there for a second.
She had placed her heavy-looking satchel on the chair next to Fox. Well, I'm not sure you look like a news hound, Fox responded. Show me dem titties. I made that last part up. And I may or may not have embellished on the cop beating minorities thing.
I don't think you embellished.
You'll have to read the book to find out.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah,
Oh,
like, that outfit was a hot mess, and her titties were just been out.
This one, the comments just, sure, Jan.
I fucking see that goddamn meme now.
This is from Rage of Angels, again by Sydney Sheldon, who I think we can all just agree should not be writing women.
Not be writing anything.
There's a section here. I'll start before the highlight. Jennifer realized it had been a long time since she had thought of herself as a woman.
Is she trans?
From the day she had lost Adam. It takes a man to make a woman... Hang on. Here's the highlighted part. It takes a man to make a woman feel female, Jennifer thought, to make her feel beautiful, to make her feel wanted. Jennifer was grateful he could not read her mind. It takes a man to make a feel woman beautiful and wanted.
Really?
100,000% of lesbians would disagree.
I would say most women would disagree.
Word.
In general.
You know what it takes me?
We don't.
I don't either. I was asking.
What makes you feel like a woman, Zach?
Man. I feel like a woman.
Shania Twain makes you feel like a woman.
Yeah. It's my prerogative to have a little fun and...
Oh, God. Lizzo brought a tiny purse to the awards. To the fucking music awards. It's a tiny purse. And somebody said it reminds me of Vagina King. Oh, God. Let's see. This one is by The Closers by Michael Connolly.
Oh, shit.
At least they underlined it.
For a while, he studied Becky Verloren's parents. All right, look, if you're going to name people shit, can you pick shit that's easily pronounceable?
Everybody's
God
last
damn.
name is now Smith.
Can you pick names that are easily pronounceable, Zach?
I did.
How do you say one of your main characters' names?
Huh?
How do you say your name?
Van?
No.
Kip?
No.
Webley?
Zach.
Oh, Martina, I'm locked out of your phone because Layla distracted me.
Whatever you say, Ypsilon.
It's spelled...
Aria, whom everybody pronounces Arijah.
Who has ever...
Everybody calls Reese Rice.
Rice?
I know.
That doesn't even sound like it.
Well, it's because he's a San Francisco treat.
He is a treat.
For a while, he studied
Or a
Becky
snack.
Voloren's parents in one of the photos. They were standing at the graveside, leaning against each other as if holding each other from falling. Tears lined their faces. Robert Verloren was black and Muriel Verloren was white. Bosch now understood where their daughter had gotten her growing beauty. The mix of races in a child often rose above the attendant social difficulties to achieve such grace.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no, Mr. Bill.
Michael Connolly, you dumb son of a bitch.
Fucking Irish people.
That's not even shittily writing women. That's just racist bullshittery.
Yeah, that's just shittily writing
Bullshittery is
people.
my other word.
That's just shittily writing people in general. You're just a shitty writer. Oh no. I lost it.
This is just terrible. And people make money off this shit?
They do. They make good money. These people are all standing in fucking vineyards and shit.
With a tuxedo jacket worn as a sport coat. What? Who the fuck taught him how to dress?
Fuck if I know.
I bet he buttons all the buttons when he's inside.
Page 80 of The Dinosaur Menace by Kit Pedler and Jerry Davis. Somebody said, and a female character shows up and just...
His last name is Peddler. I feel like he should have been in porn. Like, he should be writing porn.
His first name's Smut.
All right. Caldor had installed Sue Annenberg in the next room. She was Dexter's personal secretary. Tall, with long, flowing chestnut hair and an attractive, jolie laid
Did you say
face.
she had long, flowing chest hair? What?
She was Italian. Let me get through this. Chestnut. Chestnut hair.
That's even worse. She's got chest and nut hair.
Or is it chest to nut?
That's where I was at. Chestnut hair and attractive, jolie laid face. In fact, there was no single good feature on her face, but it was universally agreed among the male personnel that she simply gave off ordinary, pure, and simple sex. During the summer months, the timing of her daily bikini-clad appearances at the lakeshore were plotted by the men with all the precision and logistics expertise of a space shot. She had acquired the nickname of Earth Mother from the Dinosaur crew, and more than one man had shown signs of depression after the arrival of the camp of his wife and family. So you called her a homely-looking whore, is basically what you're calling her.
She's plain looking, but we'll fuck her.
Yeah.
Well, and according to this, everybody's nailing her, so much so that they're depressed when their family shows up.
That's basically like the idea that women that don't have good not self-conscious, you know what I'm talking about.
Self-confidence.
Self-confidence will have sex with anybody. That's basically what.
Yep.
This one is called The Brief, Wondrous Life of Oscar Wilde by Juno Diaz.
Do you?
I've never met him, but I don't want to.
C. Martina.
Wait, C. Martina? I beg your pardon?
Bitch, you're in here.
I don't know him, I swear.
Did you date this guy? C. Maritza. French kissing on the front stoop of her house, getting in or out of some roughneck's ride, being pushed down onto the sidewalk. Oscar would watch the French kissing, the getting in and out, the pushing, all this through his cheerless, sexless adolescence. What else could he do? His bedroom window looked out over the front of the house, and so he always peeped her while he was painting his D&D miniatures or reading the latest Stephen King. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Now you know everything you need to know about this.
The
doofus.
only things that changed in those years were the models of the cars, the size of Maritza's ass, and the kind of music vaulting from the car speakers. First freestyle, then Ill Will era hip-hop, and right at the very end, just for a little while, Hector Lavoie and the Boys. Jesus Christ, Click Clacks, will you get off the fucking floor?
Get over here. Try again. Come on. Don't laugh at him. You're going to give him performance anxiety. There you go. Okay, All right, fine.
She gets me. Okay, Hector Lavoie and the Boys. He said hi to her almost every day, all upbeat and faux happy, and she said hi back, indifferently, but that was it. He didn't imagine that she remembered their kissing, but of course he could not forget. I don't really think that's... Other than saying that she had a fat ass after all the years, he didn't really describe the woman terribly in that?
He didn't really describe her at all.
He basically just described the fact that he stalked her from his bedroom window.
I see, until the very end that she kissed him, I was reading this as like a young like neighborhood boy that was just watching an older woman outside.
Except
Yes.
it's not. Now they're the same age, and he just creeps on her while she makes out with guys from across his bedroom window while he does his dweeby D&D things. Not all people who play D&D are dweebs. I get it.
Stop.
Please, for the love of fuck, stop that.
All right, Martina, let's see if you can find one more to send this home.
All right. This woman wrote, a male author is insisting that he is living proof that it's possible for a male author to write an authentic female protagonist. Here's a quote from his first page.
No, you didn't make it past page 1? Oh, sad. Did you read the quote?
No, I can't. It's
No,
too small.
That's actually really tiny. Well, definitely man. Okay, so I'm man author and I can write the most authentic woman ever. I sauntered over, certain he noticed me. I'm hard to kiss, I like to think. A little tall, but not too tall. A nice set of curves, if I do say so myself. Pants so impossibly tight that if I had a credit card in my back pocket, you could read the expiration date. The rest of my outfit wasn't that remarkable, just a few old things I had lying around. You know how it is.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
So we'll start with the curtains. Curtains, do you want to comment on that?
It's not worth my time.
Thank you,
I
curtains.
personally, I like the fact that it was written like in a very like film noir style. Like, you know how it is. Like, you know, like
Us dames
dames.
in our tight pants.
I like my pants so tight that you can read my credit card number in the back pocket.
It's almost like he was like, okay, people always comment on boobs. I'm going to not comment on boobs. People always comment on this. I'm not going to comment. It was
A nice set of curves, if I do say so myself. No woman in the world has ever said that about herself, even when it's true.
right.
I blame men for that too.
Yes. It's the media.
What did I
Yeah,
do?
them too.
What did I do?
You're very judgy.
It's true.
Girl, like you and I don't sit here at least once a month and judge this shit out of other people and broadcast it.
Well, yeah, but she didn't talk about me. She talked about you.
Oh, okay. Just want to know what we're all about here. All right, well, that's all we've got for this episode. We're going to keep doing these every once in a while because
Yeah, because they're just too much fun, and it seems like there's an endless supply.
I was going to say there's always going to be shitty authors writing shitty shit shittily. Just like her tits titted tiddly.
It's men. Men writing women badly.
I'm sure there's a woman that described the dude's dong like something weird.
Okay, if somebody finds the women writing men badly Twitter feed, feel free to send me the link, and the next time we record, we'll do women writing men badly. I bet it's not a thing.
The closest we're going to get to that is Donald Trump's Twitter feed. Fake news. I have the best American penis. You ask anyone, they'll tell you.
I hate his fucking voice. Makes me want to fucking kill myself.
Baby hands.
Don't ruin hands.
All right, Martina.
Don't touch my notebook.
I need your punk ass notebook.
I do need it. I just want you to touch it. You can find us on Facebook at Books and Bullshit. You can find us on Instagram at Books and BS Podcast. You can find us on Twitter at Books Bullshit P1. And you can find us on TikTok. Oh, God, TikTok. Books and BS Podcast. TikTok is what I imagine just somebody changing the channel on the television
It's
every
awful. I
5
hate it.
fucking seconds. I'm sorry I ever suggested it or showed it to Zach.
I am too. I'm very sorry. I hate it.
Zach, sell them our Patreon.
You know you like me.
No.
You know you like us.
Leela, you're not supposed to argue with them. They're supposed to send us money.
Yes,
You know you like me? No.
You know you like us. No. Shut up.
She
Leila.
likes me,
Damn.
I think. I'm
All
not sure
right.
she likes anybody right now, but
So if you guys like what you hear and you guys want more, please go check out our Patreon. We have tiers as low as $1, and all money that goes to the Patreon goes to 100% support us and our various drug habits. Seriously though, everything from the equipment to the mics, the programs or subscriptions we have to pay for, this all goes to support that. So go check it out. There's so much crazy good shit on there that will never see the light of day outside of Patreon for legal, religious, and moral reasons. So go check it out today. There's multiple tiers starting as low as $1.
Bye.
Bye.